All right, what's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome back again for another video. So let's talk about these rumors now with the Bulls. Obviously, the Zach LaVine situation is, hanging over our heads, but there were reports yesterday the Bulls are interested in Matisse Thybulle. So let's talk about that right after this.
Let's talk about one of the most iconic basketball teams in the world. You're listening to Chicago Bulls Nation.
All right, Bulls Nation. So, Matisse Thybulle. I like the player, man. I mean, God knows we can use some defense on our team, and that guy was an all-defensive team member. He's pretty good on defense. Pretty good size, 6'5". He doesn't make as much. He has a salary, like a contract-friendly, salary under his belt. And I know Philadelphia is trying to get under the luxury tax. Harden is about to pick up his option. That's $47 million. So they're doing whatever they could, to shed some salary. I don't get this fascination with Thybulle though, because I mean I get it. Again, he is a good player, good defensive player. Something the Bulls need. The Bulls needs a 3-and-D type of guys. Thybulle doesn't have the 3. He only has the D. So that didn't sound right. But as far as defensive guys, he's 6'5", pretty good in defense. Sounds familiar? Yeah, it is Alex Caruso. Why would we need 2 of them? Although I wouldn't mind getting Thybulle. Don't get me wrong. I mean, if it's going to cost us, somebody like, for example, I don't know, Derrick Jones Jr., which they could, I guess, release, or, somebody like, I don't even know if we hold the rights to them. Somebody who's not guaranteed that the Sixers can get and then release later on just to save salary. If that's their intent, then why not, right? But if we're actually, if somebody like Javonte Green been floating around, no, I'd rather keep Javonte. Why? Because Javonte also plays defense, pretty good defense, and is more versatile defensive wise. We know we played Javonte in the 4 in the past year. We can't do that with Thybulle. Maybe we could in some stretches, and also Javonte's contract is really team friendly. He's making like $1 million or something like that, compared to Thybulle, which is this upcoming year he's gonna make 4.3. So I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's not a massive contract, but we're guard heavy as it is. Even if let's say LaVine walks, right? So where would Thybulle fit in the equation? I can imagine if LaVine walks. This is for argument's sake here. Kobe is gonna start, right? So it's or we're gonna need a 4. Maybe we'll do a big lineup. Let's pretend that Lonzo's gonna play right when the season begins, so you can put Lonzo, I guess, DeMar, and then Patrick Williams at 3, and then a power forward to be named at 4. I'm guessing that's a target of need for the Bulls. So, or they could, put Patrick Williams at 4 again, DeMar at 3, and maybe Kobe White at 2. At worst, trust me, I want a different 2 guard than Kobe White. But if the options are limited, let's say LaVine went to, I don't know, Portland, and we got nothing in return, which I'd rather have, honestly, than get Tobias Harris, which we'll talk about later as well. Where would Thybulle go? In the second unit? That's where Caruso goes. I mean, are we just going to play defense when the second unit comes in? That's what I don't understand. So if we get Thybulle, right, he does have, this upcoming year, 4.3. Again, not the end of the world. And then the year after that, there's a qualifying offer for $6 million. He's still pretty young at 25 years old. Can he develop a shot? Sure. Can he be a 3-and-D type of guy? I believe that. Again, he's still young, pretty good defensively already. And would I want him? Absolutely, at the right price though. I don't even think, and I'm talking about fit here, that I would trade Kobe White for him. I won't do it. Just because of the mere fact that we already have somebody who looks exactly like, who does exactly like Thybulle, not looks like him, but what he does is, Alex Caruso, and you can make an argument that Caruso does it a lot better than Thybulle, because at least Caruso has some, semblance of offense. But Thybulle does have, every once in a while as well, but for the most part he's a defensive guy, and fine, the Bulls needs it. Not to that extent though. Again, Derek Jones Jr., maybe Troy Brown Jr. You can get all the juniors you want from the Bulls. Go ahead, but no one significant, I would say. Not even a second, maybe a second rounder. I don't know, but given what we did with Io, no, just because of the fit. And you know what the crazy part is? Once this reports comes out, when it came out, Sixers fans came out of the woodwork and thinking that they can package Thybulle and Tobias Harris to get Zach LaVine. I mean, first and foremost, Zach LaVine needs to want to go to Philadelphia for that to happen. The narrative of him being mad, being second fiddle to DeMar DeRozan, that's the narrative now. Why would he go to Philadelphia? He'll be the third fiddle there, behind Embiid, Harden, and himself. Okay, let's catapult him over Harden, maybe, because you can say he's still a second fiddle. So why would he want to go to Philadelphia? And B, it's not Gar Pax that's running the Bulls anymore. Why would they get Tobias Harris' contract? Are they that in love to Thybulle that they are willing to absorb? I mean, if you put Maxey in there, I get it from the Bulls standpoint, but Tobias Harris? I mean, Zach can, pout and, stomp his feet all he wants. Let's say, assuming he wants to go to Philadelphia, he can stomp and, throw a tantrum all he wants. But if I was, Arturos, then get the minimum if you really want Philadelphia. We're not going to help you go there. We are not going to absorb that ridiculous contract of Tobias Harris just to give you what you want to play with Joel Embiid. No, unless we get Maxey, which the Philadelphia would not ever do, then no. These people who saying that the Bulls does not have leverage, does not know how the NBA works. There's 5 teams who has salary cap. The Bulls can easily call LaVine's bluff and go to Portland. We'll drive you there. It's like, oh, you're not gonna get anything from me. This is what it is. You're not gonna get anything in Portland anyway. So, like. That sounds like a pretty fair trade to me. But yeah, let me know, guys, in the comments, what do you feel about this trade or rumors that the Bulls are interested in Thybulle? It just, I mean, I get it. I guess Eversley is like the prospect of him there, and I do as well, but to a certain degree. But yeah, let me know in the comments how you feel about these rumors. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys in the next video.